Look what just arrived. It's the Monsoon Tarot. Ooh, looks very good. We got a cute little cloth. We got the Monsoon Tarot. We got feathers. I guess monsoon feathers. I don't know. And then we have I guess a little bag for that. Ooh, very nice. Very cute little bag. Here's the inside of the bag. And we got more goodies on the inside here. Ooh, nice. We got a couple of nice little things down here. Got a, looks like a pen. I think that's the end of it. All right, so we have let's see, what is this? Broken Mirror Tarot. Okay, there we go. And got a couple of the feathers, and then we got a pen. So a very cute little pen. Check that out. Let's see what that looks like without the bag. It'd be great. So there's the pen. Ooh, that's kind of cute. I like that. So here's the back of the pen. So we got all that. So here is the cloth. And that's a cute little cloth. That's cute indeed. So I guess we could use the cloth for the background for the video. I think that'd be a good idea. So here's the back of the cloth. It's not a bad little cloth. It's very velvety. Like most cloths are super thin and whatnot. But this is very velvety and very cool looking. And I kind of like it. So yeah, there's that. All right, so let's go over what this looks like. We got the Monsoon. Let's take a look at this. Now, this is a Kickstarter that I backed a while back. It did take a while to come out. So let's see what exactly we have in the box here. Look at the little edging on that. That is very cute indeed. All the edging, and on the back of here, it's got a little gold foil thing going here. The Monsoon Tarot, Rider-Waite-Smith clone, etc., etc. A reading of tarot is embracing all stories and experiences. So yeah, Wall Studios. There you go, Wall Studios. Comes in a standard box, no hardbound box. Most of the Kickstarters I have been getting have been in a hardbound box. All right, so nothing special about the box. And wow, that's a big book. So this is a little white book. Check this out real quick. Oh wow, that's hardly anything in there. Yeah, kind of disappointing. I mean, if you're to get the book, I mean, at least have, I guess, a lot of content in it. Well, or whatever. It was a thick book. I was all excited. So here is the basic deck. And wow, that is so pretty. Look at this. Look at how pretty this is. All right, let's go through this piece by piece and check it out. Can we zoom in a little bit? Yeah, there we go. Zooming in a little bit for this. Get nice and tight on these cards. Origin over here. Here's the back of the card, by the way. For the back of that one. Here's the back. Yeah, this is the back. This looks kind of wild. It looks like a wild bag. Card quality is pretty floppy. I mean, to here, it's pretty floppy. It's not going to be like a hard, thick card, what have you. We already got corner damage on this one for some reason. I'm not sure how they got corner damage. I just opened it. But yeah, we got corner damages on the card. Anyway, that is Origin. By the way, if you haven't read that book by Dan Brown, that is a great book. I love Origin. It was one of my favorite audiobooks ever. The audiobook version of Origin is so good. It's so good. Here's the Fool. That's interesting. A little light coming in like you normally have the sun and what have you. And then you have the Rose from the Fool sort of pushing through and sort of getting into the next realm or moving through. You got the Magician, which seems like a Six of Swords almost. But, okay, I mean, that's interesting, but I didn't really expect that for a Magician card, I guess. High Priestess, another one kind of unexpected. Definitely not traditional Rider-Waite-Smith. It does look very pretty, but these are kind of minimalist compared to this one. It's almost like it's a different card, or a different deck. It doesn't seem like a little bit of a difference here, like from here to here, very subdued, then all of a sudden you have just sort of a granular color thing going on. The Empress is very cute indeed. I love the artistic ability here is amazing. Look at all of the sort of the stars all over the place. Look at the muted colors, but just a high level of detail within the card. Very pretty indeed. So the Empress, drastic difference between the first two cards, I'm gonna have to admit. You have the Emperor there, almost looks like maybe a Lovers going on. I'm not sure what that is. Is that an infinity stone in the little brick? I'm not sure. You have the Hierophant kind of back to the older, I guess the less saturated Interesting. Just a lot of detail, but not a lot of color. And then you look at later on, and you just have this variety between very muted and not so muted, I guess. The lovers over here, sort of exchanging something with the tree. We have the key to the heart, I guess. The tree does sort of take a big place in the Garden of Eden with obviously the apple having a key in it. Maybe that's Eve, I'm not sure. A lot of people watching, so I'm sure that's not Eve. The Chariot card, that's so cute. There's a lot of little eccentricities in here that really make the deck kind of cool, like the pages all over the place, the water on the floor. It's just sort of wild. It's like you don't know like what's going on, where are we, what are we doing? Strength, a little bit of a surrealistic aspect here with that strength card for sure. And then we have a, yeah, it's kind of, instead of a lion, I'm really not sure what's going on. We have a bed. It looks like something from a Pink Floyd album cover. You have the Hermit over here, just sort of floating. Lots of books, lots of things. A fire going with a church maybe in the background. It's an interesting spin on the Hermit for sure. Wheel of Fortune, again, I have no idea what's going on. A bunch of threads between, the threads are lit up between the cats. We have some blindfolded cats, which is kind of interesting. Then we have the Justice card over here, very cool. They have the key over here, maybe from the Hierophant key. The Justice card, not sure where the scales are, not sure where the sword is. Again, very dynamic and different types of looks to this. Get the Hanged Man over here with, not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure what's going on in half these cards. Reminds me of the Surrealist Tarot, does kind of, a little bit in some of the things, like the box head and stuff like that. We have the Death card, sort of holding on to maybe a ghost. That's an interesting thing. Holding on to a ghost, holding on to the past. Then we have the Temperance card, which was one of the mainstays of the Kickstarter. Very pretty card, very attractive kind of, sort of a cat, maybe a mom cat with their other cats, I guess, with lots of leaves and lots of books everywhere, all in these cards. We have the Devil over here carrying a, what is that? A bed? Carrying a bed. We have an arrow, and there's always people behind watching what's going on. I think that's interesting. Got a Tower card with things sort of falling down, chess pieces all over the place, like a chess city or a chess country. You have the Star, again, very pretty. Very cute little characters, cute little villages. It's almost like every card has a little story to tell, which is unfortunate because it would be great. It'd be great if the little story was here, I guess. It'd be fantastic, yeah. Okay, so the Moon, sort of abandoning a baby or leaving with a baby, or the baby is the egg. I'm not sure what's going on. An egg in a crib, reminds me of maybe Pokemon. The Sun, very cute, getting out, moving out into the sun, getting outside. You have the Judgment with the E, be happy. We have a bunch of different, I guess, ducks, a bunch of different ducks with all sorts of detail. Again, not sure what the detail means, but there's all sorts of detail there. And then we have the World with something's going on. Maybe somebody back there covered in leaves. Let's go to the Minors. Ace of Fire. Not sure. Is that somebody leaning over, bending over? Somebody sitting with some symbolism next to them, maybe? We have the Two of Fire, which is sort of being embraced with the smaller people, apparently. Sort of embracing the smaller people. There you go. We have a train track, maybe? Roller coaster ride, something's going on there. I love the shading and how that's done, very masterfully done. Three of Fire, again, very masterfully done, very well done. Just drapery detail, the sword detail, just sort of the shading overall on this is so pretty. And then the Four of Fire, Happy Home, Happy Family with the big harp, with no strings. We have it looks like a violin maybe. And then we have characters with no faces. No cats in this one. And then the 5 of Fire with a pillow fight. We've seen that other decks, pillow fights, sort of reducing down the Lord of Strife into something that's not as intimidating, something that's not as overwhelming. 6 of Fire here with again, more of a 6 of Swords kind of aspect here. Sort of riding through, there's nobody cheering you on, I guess. Maybe the whale and the other fish are cheering you on. 7 of Fire, somebody with no face, lots of stuff going on. 8 of Fire with the aspect. We've seen this plenty in Wizards Tarot, Witches Tarot. People riding brooms through the 8 of Fire, so that's been done quite a bit. You have the 9 of Fire, again, no face on the baby or the mama, I'm guessing, with a breeze coming through a window. Again, the drapery, just masterful work on just drapery, shading, all stuff draperies, books, sort of a consistent theme over there. So I assume the author's maybe a big reader. I don't know. The 10 of Fire, holding up the mushroom, is interesting. Almost looks like a wooden character, like a Pinocchio or something. Then we have a Page of Fire with no bottom half, maybe a mermaid reference. No faces. We have a Knight of Fire with the word fire and the word night. So just in case you were confused, not really riding any horse. We have a Queen of Fire who actually has a face, holding a chess piece or a bell. I'm not sure. I guess a chess piece. There we go. With the chess piece being the world and having a crown. We have the King of Fire, sort of, again, more of a faceless character. Are all males faceless and all females have a face? Is that what's going on? It's an interesting tidbit, just noticed. We have an Ace of Air. We have a 2 of Air. So 2 of Swords, the bindings that hold us. I like that overall aspect, the bindings that hold us, as well as the key. You see a consistent key, books, references throughout, so it is interesting. You can grab the key or the scissors. And then we have the 3 of Air. Looks more like a tower moment. Again, a consistent key, someone holding a key, somebody having a key, possessing a key. We have a Hobbit, Lord of the Rings, the little Hobbit door over there, and somebody homeless maybe, I don't know. Then we have 5 of Air over here with maybe a dead animal and somebody grieving over that. We have the astrology symbolism here, which is kind of cool. And then we have the Lord of Defeat. We have 6 of Air, finally the 6 of Swords, bunnies coming to pick up a girl maybe, and the 7 of Air, escaping, sneaking out, grabbing an umbrella, giving up a sword, but grabbing an umbrella. Looks like maybe some arrow wounds through here. And then an 8 of Air, desperately trying to hang on with the restrictions from that. 9 of Air, speaking of restrictions, with a nightmare scenario here, with lots of needles and things going on there. And then we have a 10 of Air. Not really sure what's going on here. Page of Air. Sort of like a burned out heart. We're just burned out with a heart, I guess. Anyway, a Knight of Air, interesting. And then a Queen with half a face, I guess. Being offered something, she's refusing it. Then we have a King of Air with maybe a face, half of a face. We're holding a cat's hand with a bird sort of blurred, motion blurred in front of us. That's odd. That's like not a recurring theme at all. It's just out of place. Ace of Water. The 2 of Water. Interesting. Back with a tree with the apple theme and whatnot. Holding hands on top of this. I think that's kind of cool. Like a treehouse theme, maybe. Then we have a 3 of Water with taking a bath together, which is unusual, I guess. Maybe we're in a sauna. It looks like a bathtub more than a sauna. But, okay. And a 4 of Water with a red light and a train and a moon. Not sure what's happening there. Got the 5 of water. The 6 of water, very pretty. A lot more color than most of these others, sort of a half face, partial face. Lots of detail on the flowers, but just not a lot of face detail, which is unusual. 7 of water, all of the choices, I guess, sort of hanging on to a ghost, dragging a ghost over. And then an 8 of water, is interesting. 9 of water, should be complete happiness there, I guess. And a 10 of water, the happy home, happy family. I guess we're making a presentation with the microphone, the backdrops, the hands clapping. With a rose again, maybe? Or is it a daffodil, dandelion? I don't know. Page of water with maybe a fish, no fish. Water coming out of the egg and forming a girl, maybe? I don't know. With paint stains, we have a canvas over there. A knight of water, I'm not sure what's happening there. Separating herself. We have a queen of water and a king of water. The earth, we have sort of a crystal thing going on there. We have a 2 of earth with the choices, with the yin yang, the black and the white. 3 of earth, coordinating, working with other people and whatnot. I love how they snuck in the symbology, the astrology within there. They have the 4 of earth. Again, they snuck it in. I love it. Almost like an iced fish. Or is that, no, it's an iced door. It looked kind of like an iced fish, but it looked like the hobbits coming out of the hobbit door during winter. 5 of earth with the poorness sort of wandering through with arrows everywhere like a battle zone almost. A 6 of earth taking hunks out of the cheese. Not sure what's going on there. 7 of earth sort of peeking out into another land or peeking into an old structure maybe, walking into something old. We have a 8 of earth. We finally know where the key goes. We have the lock that's associated with the key, lots of different keys. Almost like we're trying different keys into the lock, trying to find out what fits. 9 of earth. It's interesting, sort of like a big Christmas celebration with the tree and whatnot. 10 of earth is over there with the happy home, happy family. Then we have a page of earth, and then a knight, and a queen, and finally a king. So, interesting deck. I have no idea what's going on in most of these cards. I guess an alternate justice card. Okay. That's actually a better justice card than the one that I saw. I'm not sure what to think. I didn't expect this from the previews. I guess I expected something a little bit different. I know they had a lot of good cards on the preview, so I kind of liked it. I like the style. I like the theme. I just don't understand what's going on. And I think that a more thorough book, maybe there's a PDF or something on the Kickstarter that explains kind of what's going on, because you do sort of have battling, acting as one pleases, multiplayer sports, right? But I guess just the symbology, in other words, I'd really like to dig into the author's mind and be like, what inspired this? Maybe I'll try to get him on for an interview. What inspired this card? Why the scissors? What are the scissors opening up? Is that like a crop circle looking thing? Why does one person have a mask? So like all of these things I'd like to be explained. But interesting deck, very, very good art. The artist clearly knows what they're doing. Very sort of a subdued color scheme. Very, very attractive cards. There's a lot of inconsistency, I guess, between some of the cards, like this card, sort of very muted tone, and then you have this card. So it seems like the consistency with the color schemes is just not there. It almost looked like maybe a different artist. Maybe it was, I don't know. But some cards are very saturated. Some cards are so muted. Some cards have a very pretty theme to them. And I'm just kind of curious what's going on in some of the cards. But overall, very attractive deck. I really like it. Definitely going to use it on the stream. Let me know what you think but the Monsoon Tarot. Please hit like and subscribe.